Hello, my fellow doll-loving friends. This is Annie from Annie's Playhouse. And as I promised, I am going to share with you some of the little household appliances that I picked up from Temu. My other kitchen video was getting a little bit long, so I thought I would wait. Of course, this is a different kitchen. This one is too big to fit into the dollhouse, and that's why I use it as a backdrop for videos. It's a lovely little kitchen that has all these little working parts. Drawers open, really good for storage. Oh, that's so cute. Look what's inside. Isn't that adorable? I think this actually came with this Glitter Girl set. Here, Barbie, why don't you decorate some pastries? There you go. So anyway, this is a wonderful little set. All these drawers open up, and there's plenty of space for storage for all your little things. But for today, I want to focus on the household things. Oh, by the way, these little pastries, if you haven't seen the Miniverse Make It Mini Hershey's multi-pack, I will link the video below. This one, it's really worth a watch. There's adorable little things that you can make in that set. And we had a ball. I have two different videos that show you different things that you can make with that set, and very worth getting. I highly recommend it. So one of the things, let me get my butcher block table here. One of the things that I got from the Temu haul is this little knife set. You may have seen this. I know a couple of other people have reviewed it, but it's really cute. I'm not sure how I feel about this little holder. I think it came maybe in two different colors, but the knives are wonderful. It's just the holder itself doesn't seem that realistic to me, but the knives are perfect. These are exactly the kind of knives that came in my chef's knife set in my chefing days. Oops. Let's see. Let me just show you a couple of them. There's that one, and then there's the cleaver. Here we go. For cutting through, like, that's real butcher stuff. And then look at this cute it's a little bit bigger than a paring knife, but perfect Barbie size. Perfect. Oops, sorry. Perfect in Barbie's hands. And then here's your classic, well, this is like a slicer. I was going to say chef's knife, but it's really a slicer. And I guess this would be as close as you'd get to a chef's knife, but very, very cute. And, I've really been on the hunt for more realistic knives for my kitchen dioramas, and this one really fits the bill. Then one of the other things is this adorable little coffee pot that just kind of looks like our little, I drip grind coffee makers like Mr. Coffee, and those adorable little coffee pot. And then the little drip area, very, very cute. Nothing else really opens on this, but there is a little on and off button that when the light catches it just right, it really looks like it's on. And this little pot is just adorable. So as you can see, maybe I'll bring Barbie a little closer together. That might be a nice idea. Here we go. So we can see things really are Barbie sized. So here we are again with the knives. Let's see if it's in focus over there. There you go, Barbie. But see, it's perfectly Barbie sized. Okay. And then here's the coffee pot. Again, there she is reaching for a coffee. Perfectly Barbie sized. Very, very cute. And then the other item I got for the Barbie kitchen is a microwave. I did not have a microwave in the Vogue kitchen that I purchased. And again, I will put that video, link that video below. But when you open it up, you know, it's got a nice little interior. You can actually put things in there. The knobs don't move or anything, but it's otherwise very, very realistic looking, perfect Barbie size. That's about the size of my microwave at my house. And it fits nicely on a shelf. So I think that that's really adorable as well. And then I did get, this is more for my bakery than it is for the Barbie kitchen, the Vogue kitchen. Let me move some of these little pastries out of the way. Here we go. And let's put the little coffee pot up here with the microwave for now. Maybe this won't be in the way here. And I can show you these little breads I got. I can show you these little breads I got from my Barbie bakery. So these, again, like I said, are from Temu. And some of these things are really realistic and some are not. But in a diorama, it will work really nicely. So these, let's see, like I think this one works really well. Whoops. And this one actually is a palmier. They also call these elephant ears. It's made from puff pastry. So let's see, I got a couple different ones. I think this one maybe isn't the best, but this one I think works. This one looks like a real bread, like pastry, you know, bakery bread is what I meant to say. This one is, I think, really kind of cool, but I'm not quite sure what kind of bread that's intending to be. This is a nice little loaf of bread right here. This is great. Some of these other ones, you know, that one's okay. And I guess the pinwheel's okay too. I might want to brush that with a little bit of brown just to make it look a little more realistic. But then this one, I think this packet is really good. So when you order these things from Temu, nothing is a lot of money. Everything is very, very reasonably priced. You know, a couple dollars. Some of these are like $2.50 for the whole packet. But you know, just shop around because they do hop around quite a bit. But these are really well done and super realistic. Look at this one. Really, really cool, like a pumpernickel kind of twisted bread. Whoops. Oh dear. And you know, you get two of them, I believe, in this set. And then these are really cool too. This is like garlic bread with garlic and chives inside. Well, you have garlic butter and chives. So there's two of those, I believe, in this set. Maybe that's one of the ones I dropped. And look how, whoops, let's see. I want to make sure that it's focusing. Look how realistic this one is. Oh dear. I'm going to have a lot of cleanup to do. Oh, my goodness. All right, here's a cute one. So I love these. Oh, there's the other garlic bread. And let's see what else we got. Oh, this is kind of a cool, you know, I'm not quite sure what kind of, it's almost like rolls. But, you know, well, I'll show you in a minute what it looks like on a shelf. It's super, super cute. Let's see what else we have. I like these. I kind of wish there were more of these, just the plain, you know, I guess it's Italian loaf, because that's normally in a bakery you'd have a bunch of those piled up. So what I have is this rack, which I've used in several of my videos. I wish I had 10 of these because I use them all the time for all sorts of things. I think this came, oh gosh, probably in the 1990s, early 2000s maybe, with I think a Barbie gym set. It was probably pink or something. Let me see if I can see what color it was. Yeah, I think it was pink. And then I spray painted silver because I wanted it to look like a real restaurant rack. And then my intention is to use it for the bread display. I probably could use a couple more shelves, but what I want to do is just sort of pile up the bread on here so it looks like, if I, like that, sort of pile it up in a way that looks like a real bakery where when you sort of point to the bread and say, I want that one, they package it up for you. But I think what I'm going to do is use Froggy's trick of taking a piece of packaging and cutting it to the size of the shelf and then gluing these on. So I think I could pile it up pretty high, like probably up to here, where it will really look like it's piled up in a real bakery shelf. So that's what I'm going to try to do. Okay, so I have cut these little strips that fit right on the shelf out of packaging. And I got my super glue ready. Whoops. And now I'm going to, let's see how I can do this so you can see it well. I guess we could do it right on here. Why not? So I put the little acetate piece on here, and then I want to get these cake pieces and super glue them right on the acetate, like so. Just needs a tiny bit. You don't need to use a lot. And then I'm going to start piling up on top of it as soon as I get that first layer down. There you go. So hopefully this works. I'm hoping I got the glue in the right spots. I'm using super glue because it dries faster and it works on plastic. Okay, let's see. And then I'll put some of these these darker ones on because I think it'll look really good in between these other ones. Oh dear. Not an easy project. Okay. But you get the idea, and I think that, oops, don't get glue on my floor. Okay, well, this is turning out to be a lot trickier than I expected. So maybe it's easier to do certain things off camera. Okay. I'm gonna, so I wanted to show you these little glazed donuts too that are just super, super cute. Now I do think these might be a little bit big for Barbie. So let's get our little chef girl and put it in her hand. Oh, maybe not. No, I think that's good. I think that's about the size of a real donut. So what I love about these is they're really have a beautiful glaze on them, and they have these little designs as well. So I think these will also be really cute in a little, whichever diorama, bakery, pastry shop, or just at home having a cup of coffee. I think that these are really a nice find, and just make sure that you're getting the right size, because I noticed in Temu and AliExpress they do have some sort of human size fake food too. So just be aware. And I always try to get my little ruler out and sort of measure and try to see what, before I order, just see what size it looks like it's going to be. But these came out really cute. So let's see if my little bread display has dried enough to put it on the rack. Let's see. Okay, I'm lifting it up. Here we go. So this is what it looks like after I put it on. I glued on the bread onto the little acetate. And now I'm placing it into the little bread rack. Okay, that looks like it worked really well, actually. It came out nice. So this looks more or less like a real bakery with the breads sort of piled up on the pastry shelf. So thank you so much for joining me on this little, little Temu haul review. And right now it looks like Temu is still shipping as normal. So I was a little bit worried about the tariffs and all that stuff, but it looks like things are working out okay for the time being. And let's hope they stay that way. So sending lots of love, and I hope you enjoyed this little review, and hope to see you in the next one. I'll try to put in a few photos of this little rack in the bakery to close out this video. Okay, bye now. Stay healthy and happy wherever you are. Bye.